we're good. Alright, back to what we were doing. Let's see. We're supposed to be doing this. There it goes.
Through that, we'll break it down. So, if you're here for the main reaction, there we go, right? And if you're here for the actual review that we've been doing since the beginning of time, all right, you're going to skip forward most likely to a certain time I'll list in the description or something, guys, all right? All right, let's go ahead and check this out immediately. Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. Guys, election season has actually finally begun, right? Officially. Let's jump into it. The lyrics pulled up just in case we need them, guys. Generally do.
I've got the best wordplays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter.
Oh, no.
Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice, they aborted a state's right to vote. Pencil pushing pussy bows. Think you can scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot. Then come talk to me about convictions to the radical left.
So much.
You should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country. I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping too. While it's leaking worse than a wet lab in whoop. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in. And don't even try to deny the cause of the decline you were hiding.
She did.
Wrap it up, Joe, like it was Wicked and Biden. I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
That's wild.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close.
Oh,
you are
no.
JD Vance's fear and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Getting Lady Liberty, that thing girl like the Legion Carol in that big creepy house with our secret stacks and piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. You're home alone too. You lost in New York. I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your vows, I was evacuated suddenly. You were history's least hopeful. Presidential hopeful.
The references are crazy.
Swinging wildly like stock and truth social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
My God, better wow! I hope you wrote that commie crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. This is ending worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss. Man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way. Couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady.
I mean,
Reese's landlord daddy wasn't dedicated to seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Well, I know I failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edge lord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headphone.
oh, he wasn't doing nothing apparently.
Living in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, because they're eating the dogs.
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies.
Biggest rallies.
Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist. Jumping Jesus ain't Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this much. Not a red, white, and pantsuit. Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, with baby back ribs of an Alex, try not to slot democracy straight to chapter 11. I've come here on the back of my musky-handed beast with a message for whichever one of you talks the least. This government was founded on self-evident truths, so keep it of the people, by the people, on the people.
Bro, please bring back Abraham Lincoln, bro. Right. Bring, listen, I honestly hope often, whenever we do encounter like brand new ERVs, I'm always like, listen, we need to, bro, come back out with these, please. We beg of you, all right? We beg of you. Who won this? Roosevelt won. This is why it's really important to have a third, like a third choice or a fourth choice. We need a couple more choices other than okay? Right. That's what we need. I'm just going to be honest here. But if we were just to completely exclude Roosevelt, who had the bars? Who had the bars? I think in terms of like straight complexity, Kamala Harris had the bars. I'm going to say that I think she may have actually taken this on a couple little lines. The referencing his father, Fred Trump, calling his mother, childish cat lady. That is, it's like just from the sake and for the sake and the love of hip hop. I think she took this bar for bar, I'd say. Right. But guys, let's go ahead and see if we can break these down, and maybe my overall opinion will potentially change. But let's go over. Now, this is where it's going to get long, guys. I got the lyrics pulled up just in case we need them.
Were you injured in a car accident? So let me ask you a question. Would you rather get $5,000 from your insurance company or get a check for $70,000?
Now, y'all know I've been putting y'all on easy ways to make money. Fun ways to make money. I know y'all remember free cash. That is one of the websites that a lot of y'all told me y'all made the most money on out of all the promos. Y'all said free cash was one of the best ones. Now, once again, all y'all gotta do is sign up using your email and create a password. That's it. After that, all you're doing is earning money on playing games on your phone. That's it. Make sure you verify your email when you create your account. Through your email address, make sure you verify so they can track your progress on each game. Make sure y'all scan this QR code right here to go to freecash.com to create your account and start earning this money, man. That's all you got to do, man. And once y'all start earning money, make sure y'all come back and say, Shaq put y'all on, man. I'm also have it in the description down below and in the pinned comment. So make sure y'all go to freecash.com and earn this easy money, dog. I'm gone. Well. Hey. I know y'all boys mad at me, bro. I know y'all mad at me, but I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I just be having to take my breaks from social media. Yeah. I try not to get all caught up in social media. Because believe it or not, a lot of these YouTubers, influencers that be online every day, they lose their sense of reality. Like, they get to a point where they think they bigger than everybody else. I never want to get to that point, so I be taking my time off, just be doing regular stuff, being a regular person, and getting away from the internet. I hope y'all can understand that, but look! We got ERB, dog. We got ERB.
Yep.
Trump versus Harris.
Right.
Holy. Y'all know I stay away from the politics, the political views, because I really don't care who y'all niggas vote for. Like, I still love y'all the same. Whether y'all vote for Trump or whether y'all vote for Harris. I don't care. I love y'all niggas. But look, we finna check this out. I know it's finna be crazy. I know this finna be crazy. It got 130,000. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. If you know YouTube, you know they probably got like 200,000 views in the first hour. That's crazy. But we finna check this out. I ain't react to ERB in a minute. Y'all know we used to do this heavy a couple years ago. But here we go, man. We got a new one. We called it First Day. Let's get it, man. Oh, duh. Trump or Kamala? People say her name. I say Kamala. I don't care. Kamala Harris. Some people say, people be pronouncing her name all wrong. But look, man, let's get it, man. I saw a lot of y'all mad that Eminem was basically backing Harris. A lot of y'all was mad at that, saying Eminem was going to lose his fan base.
Oh, nah.
Man, we'll talk about that another time. Let's get it.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
I got the best wordplays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter.
Bro, that sounds just like Trump. But y'all know, it's a rap battle. We trying to see who finna be the most disrespectful and come with the most facts at the same time. Hold up. Trump. Trump was working at McDonald's and all.
I got the best wordplays. Ask my supporters got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice, the aborted estate's right to vote. Pencil pushing pussy bows, think you can scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot, then come talk to me about convictions. To the red.
Hold up. This nigga say he got more disabilities than the New York Times reporter? Oh my God. Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. He said, hey, your party's so pro-choice. Y'all trying to ban the right to vote in certain states. That's tough. That's tough.
Said a New York Times reporter, you're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice, the aborted estate's right to vote. Pencil pushing pussy bows, think you can scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot, then come talk to me about convictions. To the radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you.
That's kind of annoying with the notifications. Turn those down.
Hamilton Harris, your inflation.
No! Trump! Hey, that's some more, nigga! That's some more, dog! hey, I'm sweet, dog. Y'all know I don't take nothing serious, man. I don't take nothing serious. I actually think voting for your local officials is more important than vote for president. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But look, bro, that's a bar, dog.
Fuck yeah.
That's a bar, dog. You divide the country more than. I should call you Kevin with your ass, boy. I'm sleep. Only Trump, dog. Only
You should
Trump.
be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Hamilton Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping too.
That's a fact.
While it's leaking worse than a wet lab and whoop. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in and don't even try
I
to.
ain't gonna lie. The price of everything is, boy, and we low-key in a recession. Whether you know it or not, niggas is out here struggling. We're broke. Niggas out here struggling. Like, no cap. Like, the price of everything that went up. But I used to pay like $400-500 a month for groceries. Now that shit like $7. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. I used to get a truck full of groceries for $400 every month. My wife used to go to the grocery store every month. $400. Boom, here you go. We have a truck full of stuff. Boy, if I send her to the grocery store now with that same $400, we might have 3 items. Real talk, dog.
Right.
Real talk.
Instead of wet lab and whoop. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in and don't even try to deny the cost of the decline you were hiding. Propping up Joe like it was wicked and biting. But losing to a winner feels like Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close.
Hold on. This is what we really here for. Y'all know we used to Trump over here on ERB. But hey, come on, Kamala. Let's get it. Let's see what you coming with, dog.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close.
Whether it's dark or not, it's a bar. It's a rap battle. While I'm asleep.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Dance's beer and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Giving Lady Liberty the finger like the Legion girl in that big creepy house with our secret stacks and piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer.
Oh my God.
What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You fail.
Oh my God. I don't like her rap voice. But she spitting, dog.
Sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You fail in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. Your whole evacuated suddenly. You are history's.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She said you home alone too because you lost in New York. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Evacuated suddenly. You are history's presidential hopeful. Mood swinging wildly like stock and true social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
She's even got better.
I hope you wrote that comic crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. Is it any worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss? A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way. Couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was never.
Couldn't make your own way. Couldn't even make your own kids.
No, I'm not commenting on that. No,
That's funny.
I'm gonna leave that where it's at. No.
Right? Yeah, I got no opinions on that
one.
really, but yeah,
I'm not the
that's
one
pretty,
you go
it's
get the
pretty
comment
good.
on that. I'm gonna react to it, but I'm not commenting. Boy, that's tough. Boy, that is tough, dog. That last line right there was tough.
You everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way. Couldn't even make your own kids.
Oh
Your
my
mommy was
God.
absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady.
Oh my
Reason
God.
landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent free in your head.
Well,
They going to hell. Both of them. Yo, ain't no way.
Landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent free in your head.
well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap is it black.
Oh, good one.
Oh, no, see. Hey, why, dog? Why? With the stereotype? Come on now, Trump. Come on, dog. It's a rap battle, though. I can't do it. I gotta be fair.
Half of you whose job it is to rap is it black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, because they're eating the dog.
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your
All the
rallies.
biggest rallies.
Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist jumping.
I ain't gonna lie, both of y'all ugly. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest. You both ugly as shit. Now let me stop.
At your
All the
rallies.
biggest rallies.
Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist
Jumping Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one.
Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. It turns out one of the fastest growing segments of people signing up for Mint are people over the age of 55. So
Christ on a crutch. No one.
What wrong with that?
Well, you're a Marxist
Jumping Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this month. You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit, only getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, baby back ribs up in heaven, trying not to slot democracy straight to chapter 11. I'm here on the back of my musky ad-lib beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least. This government was founded on...
Hey, that might be the best part of the whole battle. Both of you niggas suck. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Limited truth, so keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Moles.
Nah, bro, that's crazy. Who won, y'all? What is this?
What's up, Richard? What's up, Old news sources confound and confuse. Those jokers belong in a pair of clown shoes. If you want the full range of well-rounded views, please check out our sponsor, Ground News. Giving
Okay, that's the Ground News sponsor. Okay. Man, I thought we finna miss him. That's the sponsor. But hey, shout out ERB, man. Hey, man, these type of battles like here, especially the political ones, they make people take a step back because everybody's so serious and going against each other right now. That's part of the reason why I ain't been online. But look, when y'all make these right here, it makes people step back and just realize, like, laugh a little bit, dog. Like, have fun a little bit. Everything ain't got to be so uptight and serious all the time. And y'all know I don't take nothing serious. But my family, my health, and my money. And y'all niggas. I don't care about nothing else. Real talk. I take God serious, my family, my money, and y'all, my supporters. That's it. I don't care about nothing else outside of that. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. Who y'all think won? I ain't gonna lie. They both had some below the belt bars. Who's the most disrespectful though? I think Harris was the most disrespectful. She talked about his bowel movements.
Damn, baby, that was a nasty one.
She said you lost New York. She said, man,
that's
hey,
nasty.
You what? But they both said that. Man, I don't know. Trump had some tough bars. So, who won, bro? Who won, bro? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Okay.
I am the most hated kid in my school. In this world where everyone seems to have superhuman ability.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pointless Top 10, a short make top 10 list of the pointless things, where we fly by its pointless statue in Booty Bay, because inside pointless things are treasure. Let's begin. 10. Number 10 is Leyrana, the half-melted dryad, and she is located at the Lost Light Grotto in Valshara. And so pretty much the owl beasts have gone crazy. They're disconnected from Elune, and Leyrana is like, you gotta go help the other dryads before they pretty much get melted by these owl beasts. And then after you save them, you have to power up Leyrana's dream catcher, which allows you to break the owl beast barrier and gain access to Keeper Remulos and help save him. But by the end of all this, Leyrana has been melted down into just this puddle of goopy jelly or whatever she is at this point. She's dead. It's also kind of funny because they didn't change her voice lines to be like, I'm melting. She's still like, the great outdoors, and she's like half melted. So it's weird. It's unsettling, and I think it's a quest that a lot of people have forgotten about. And so for this top 10, I really wanted to find some stuff that aren't in many other top 10s, because a lot of other top 10s at this point with creepy stuff in them are repetitive. It's just a bunch of stuff from back in the day. But I was like, you know what? We need some more modern creepy stuff in these top 10 lists. You know what I mean? And so I think this is very fitting for it. And that's why Leyrana is number 10. 9. Number 9 is this painting located at the Barrow Knoll Cemetery in eastern Drustvar. And apparently the spirits of the dead lurk around these grounds. And the cemetery is crawling with grave bloom, which is an herb that grants the living the ability to see spirits. But that's not what brought me here. What brought me here was this painting. And if you look at this painting, it just looks like some guy that sailed the 7 seas or a pirate guy or whatever, but if you wait long enough, his face starts to turn into a skeleton face. And I tried to find information about it. I don't know who this is. I don't know why they have a thing here. I think it's just some random guy for a random painting. In fact, I'm pretty sure that there is another area in Borealis where you can find this exact same painting. I know because I saw it in like a random video or something, but I couldn't like pinpoint where it was. So there are multiples of this painting. This isn't like the only one in the game, but it's still pretty freaky. And I think it's more fitting in a place like this. So that's why I put it number 9. 8. Number 8 is the Path of Glory in the Hellfire Peninsula. And the Path of Glory is the road that leads from the foot of the Stairs of Destiny to the Hellfire Citadel. And if you take a closer look at the road, it's actually not just the normal road. It is completely made up of trampled Draenei bones, which is really freaky once you realize that. And so the orcs killed about 90% of the Draenei race here, and the ruins of the towns and temples of the Draenei can be found in various parts throughout Outland, but it's really insane to think about, because I remember I've walked back and forth on this road all the time, and you're like, oh, there's some skeletons on the road or whatever, and you don't really piece it together until you know the full story. And now every time you walk on this road, you're like, this is insane. You know what I mean? Like, it truly is. And Varrock Sourfang, in fact, considered the road one of the Horde's greatest shames. And so for all those reasons, that's why I had to put the Path of Glory at number 7. Number 7 is the World of Warcraft Wicker Man, and there's actually a few Wicker Men in World of Warcraft, but if you don't know, a Wicker Man was a large wicker statue in which the Druids sacrificed humans and animals by burning, and the actual main evidence for the Wicker Man stems from Julius Caesar in his commentary on the Gallic War. And so when you first come across this Wicker Man cult in Drustvar, it's kind of freaky, like they're all standing around kind of worshiping it, and you're like, okay, this is kind of freaky, but the quest line actually gets kind of goofy. So it starts out with these two parents that have lost their son, Edwin, and they're like, I think those Wicker Men cultists took him. And so you go and find Lord Autumnvale, who's like the leader of the Wicker Man cult, and he's like, listen, those people sent you, I told you, if you wish to know his whereabouts, you got to prove that you do. So you have to go find some offerings and bring the offerings to the Wicker Man. And so you bring them the offerings, and you bring them like fruit, and they're like, nah, he doesn't like fruit. What are you thinking? And then they're like, herbs? These are ritual herbs. These are cooking herbs. And then you finally bring him bones. They're like, oh, yeah, he likes bones. And so he's like, okay, Edwin, yeah, he came to us, and he was looking for the blessings of the Wicker Man, but while he was looking for offerings, he got attacked by bees, and I don't know where he went. And so then you go looking for him, and you find him in a cave, and he's like, not the bees, not the bees. And so obviously this is a reference to the Nick Cage Wicker Man movie, where his name is Ed in the movie, and then he's like, not the bees. And so you help fight off the bees. Edwin escapes, but then he gets recaptured by the Wicker Man cult for a blood sacrifice, and so you have to help fight off all of the Wicker Man cult and finally free Ed and burn the Wicker Man, and that's the end of the quest. And so what really started out as a thing I thought was going to be really creepy turned into a thing that was kind of goofy, but I decided to include it because I just thought it was fun anyway, and it's still a little creepy, so that's why the Wicker Man is number 7. 6. Number 6 is the baby harpy, and there's a lot of theories surrounding the baby harpy, because at first you find this in the Exile's Reach up on one of the big wooden posts, and you're like, oh, it's just a baby harpy, it's in an egg, right? But then you look a little more into it, and it appears that harpies are pretty well known for stealing babies and children. In fact, someone brings up that there's a mage quest in Legion where you chat up Aether Sunreaver's apprentice and ask her, where did you meet him? And she tells a story about saving him from being kidnapped by a harpy and a banshee that were fighting over him. And on top of that, harpies stem from Greek mythology, where they were considered to be soul snatchers and are said to have done the work of Hades and stealing both children and the souls of other people, carrying them to the underworld. I mean, it is also possible that it is just some random Easter egg. I mean, quite literally an Easter egg to something, and I have no idea what it is, but if you know or have some sort of theory, put it in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. And that's why the Harpy Baby is number 6. 5. Number 5 is Teresa the Mind Slave, as well as the entire area of the Undercity's Apothecarium. And Teresa is an experiment of Gerard Abernathy, who removed parts of her brain and stimulated other parts, and is pretty much his human pet. And according to the WoW Wiki, her name and blindfolded appearance may be a reference to Teresa from the game Fable. And so he pretty much has her do a bunch of errands and deliveries, and he shows her to his friends, and his friends are like, wow, that's unbelievable. I wish I had a human pet. Meanwhile, in the actual Apothecarium, there's a bunch of experiments going on. There's a bunch of abominations hanging from the ceiling. There's abomination heads where you can see their eyes like moving all over, which is kind of freaky. There's a bunch of caged up humans and dwarves. And there's like a dead orc in a cage. Like, I feel like these are the types of things where you just normally are questing and walking around and you're like, ah, that's weird, and you keep going. But then when you stop and really analyze it, you're like, this is pretty messed up. You know what I mean? So that's why Teresa the Mind Slave and the Apothecarium are number 5. Number 4 are the Nathivore tribe of blood trolls located in Nazmir. And not only do these trolls look kind of creepy, but this tribe is known for its heavy ritualistic practice of cannibalism. The women of the tribe actually eat the males and anything they capture, believing that the practice grants them greater power. And in addition to eating their own tribe and captured individuals, the tribe sacrifices some of the unfortunate souls to serve as food for the monstrous maw fiends they train and raise to aid the tribe in combat. And it's really just one of those places that's more creepy, unsettling than it is like creepy, scary. You know how there's plenty of things where you're like, that's just scary. But this is more of that unsettling vibe where you have like trolls in jars, you have like weird looking architecture, you have trolls just eating people around here. Like, it's very odd, and it's kind of crazy that this was in World of Warcraft, you know what I mean? In fact, the entire zone of Nazmir has some pretty creepy stuff in it if you go back and walk around, but I would say the Nathivore tribe is one of the creepiest, so that's why they're number 4. Number 3 are the Horde captives located in Boralis, and specifically Captive Tanra and Captive Tadam, I think, are the creepiest ones. So Captive Tanra is a female Tauren that is being literally water tortured. It's not every day you see water torture in World of Warcraft, but here it is. She's just chained up and water's dripping on her as she's crying. And then there's Captive Tadam, who is being used for target practice as they throw a bunch of knives and shoot crossbows all around him. The other 2 are just like cooking and doing laundry, which seems way better than whatever, Tadam and Tanra are going through, but it's all pretty bad. And this is all part of the quest Sky Drop Rescue, where Nathanos Blightcaller has you go and free the soldiers of the Horde and bring them back to the extraction point and set them free. So that's why they're here, but it's still pretty messed up, and that's why it's number 3. Number 2 are 2 locations located on top of mountains in the Blasted Lands. So the first one is a bunch of skeletons sitting around this floating crystal, and they're all holding these jars. So I imagine they were trying to do some sort of ritual, and then it backfired, and they all died, or something bad happened, but whatever it wasn't good. And then the other one is on a different mountain, and there's a summoning circle there, and it looks like a bunch of these soldiers are just solidified in the position that they died in. And it's really odd, especially when you go up to their faces and see it up close. It's like, it's pretty freaky. And I don't know, this might be a reference to the ruins of Pompeii, which that was the thing where the volcano erupted and then everything got buried under a thick carpet of volcanic ash, and it kind of preserved everything. And so people were just like stuck in the position they died into the volcano. If you go look it up, it's also pretty weird. But yeah, the Blasted Lands has 2 different summoning rituals gone wrong. So people were just like stuck in the position they died into the volcano. If you go look it up, it's also pretty weird. But yeah, the Blasted Lands has 2 different summoning rituals gone wrong on 2 different mountains. And so I was like, you know what? Let's put it at number 2. And number 1 are the Forgotten Crypts of Karazhan, specifically the Upside Down Sinners. And I know that I mentioned earlier that I try to avoid things that have been on other creepy lists in the past and stuff like that, right? But I feel like this area, specifically the Underwater Sinner area, is like truly insane. Like, it's one of the craziest things in World of Warcraft. These like dead underwater chained up bodies just hidden away in this vacant large area that you have to explore under Karazhan to find. It's just, this is not something that you would ever really expect to ever find in World of Warcraft. And a lot of people had a bunch of theories about the crypts, why they were here, why they were never finished, but in a 2018 AMA, John Stats, who I fished with in a Fishing with Krendor, stated that the crypts were meant to be a questing area, but it turned out they were never needed, and so they were never finished, and that was pretty much it. But I would say this is one of the most creepy, well-known areas in the game, and that's why it's number 1. Hey, everybody, thanks for watching this episode of Pointless Top 10. If you want more Top 10, Pointless Top 10 creepy NPCs last year, so if you're like Krendor, you missed some stuff. Well, it was in creepy NPCs. Also, you can see...
Dozing off. I'm gonna do some more later. Yeah, that's worked out pretty good. Trying out the little live thing. Maybe when I'm more awake.
Hidden faces, if you want to see some weird hidden faces in World of...
I'm pretty sure
Plus,